Let's watch this story he made. It made me say now get back. Oh, this dude has a full website. This is cool. Let's pause the music. Actually, just park up somewhere where I'm not gonna get fucking smacked by a car. Let's check out this news story we're a part of. Let's check it out. The Castello Chronicle, premium source of news within the city of Los Santos. Some homeless guy who found a column in the trash outside Senior Buns. Let's find the story. It's the only story. Wait, Senior Buns, a story of violence. Hey, it's not Senior Buns' fault. See the video he attaches. Whoa. Damn. Ever since the resurgence of the populace within the city of Los Santos.
Ever since the resurgence of the populace within the city of Los Santos, not a few days ago, a string of violence has found its way into the most popular fast food establishment in the city, Senior Buns. Not only have there been several instances of stabbings and fights occurring within the establishment, it seems as if there is even a magnet attracting violent individuals into the restaurant. In my time investigating the shop, I alone have witnessed at least 3 different assaults on members of staff, customers, or even security, one of which we were able to catch on film with our camera. From the south side. It is safe to say at this point that Senior Buns has been the priority location of violence throughout the city of Los Santos in the past few days, and we here at Castello Chronicle have taken a deep dive into some of what has been occurring. To do this, we have gone ahead and had interviews with some of the workers of the shop. One of these workers turned out to be a Mr. Uchiha Jones. We spoke to Mr. Jones directly after he was assaulted by a citizen walking past the establishment. Sounds like he did the assaulting, I'm not gonna lie. And directly after another worker was beaten to the ground by a disgruntled customer. When asked about the violence having taken place and whether or not it needs to be taken seriously, Mr. Jones said, "Yes, it does need to be properly addressed. Additionally, it's even worse in the back locker rooms and everything that's going on." Fucking Uchiha, bro, you can't make people think we're violent. It's actually really bad out there. People getting hit, people being gaslit, underpaid. The bosses suck. Terrorist organizations, just things like that. Now, when asked about the so-called terrorist organizations that are being run through Senior Buns, Mr. Jones claims he is the head of a terrorist organization that is in the process of providing international continental ballistic missiles for China. When asked further about this, he claimed that he is going to bomb the police department on the 20th of December, 2023 at 5 p.m. I was wrapping up the interview, Mr. Uchiha Jones.
I can't do this in the voice anymore. When I was wrapping up the interview, Mr. Uchiha Jones confirmed the following statement to be an accurate representation of events unfolding at the restaurant. So you got Let me do my best Uchi impression. So you got intercontinental ballistic missiles to China. You're bombing the police department tomorrow at 5 p.m. There's prostitution. There's punching and violence and stabbing. Probably much more going on in the back of Senior Buns and in front of it. Now, as Mr. Jones had to leave, we did get the opportunity to have a nice long interview with the head chef of Senior Buns and Mr. DeQuarius Big D Johnson. During this interview, we went ahead and asked him many questions regarding how the store operates and why it may be prone to such violence. One of the main points that was brought up is how the store is very inclusive to the people it hires, making it extremely diverse. This leads to making it very easy for certain customers to pick a fight and have an issue with someone working at Senior Buns. Mr. Johnson did make it clear, however, that a vast majority, if not all, the incidents are a direct result of the customers, and that his employees should not be put to blame for the actions of the offenders. You see that? I got my employees' backs. We decided to ask Mr. Johnson about the so-called terrorist organization being run through Senior Buns. He claimed that there are some individuals employed at the shop who imagine things or like to make up stories. He continued by stating, so from time to time we will hire people with brain deficiencies.
From time to time, we will hire people with brain deficiencies because we are equal opportunity. We want to make sure everyone is capable of finding a job here in Los Santos.
That means uchi. Now, police presence is something that is becoming more apparent in the area, and yet not a lot seems to be changing. In the time I, as a reporter, have spent in the area of Senior Buns, it seems like the violence may only be speeding up. I asked Mr. Johnson about the police presence in the area, and in response to a stabbing that had occurred earlier.
My employees wouldn't feel safe, but police assured me they were going to avoid that and not to allow that to happen again, so the police presence is necessary.
I followed up this interview with a conversation with LSPD corporate slacks. Blah, 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 blah. Let's watch the video of my interview. Oh, it's just one statement. The incident that occurred earlier that day has been dealt with accordingly, and the perpetrator has already been sent to federal prison. Yeah, I put that motherfucker in jail. I'll do it again. Senior Buns is also becoming a hot spot for things like political campaigning, and during my time here, they received a visit from several mayoral candidates like Ramas Kwame, who seemed to be coming into a place like Senior Buns to help him try his boost his campaign. When I asked Mr. Johnson how he felt about politicians using Senior Buns this way, he said,
whatever these politicians can do or whatever they try to do is not enough. It's a matter of how they show their passion for the city, the things in the city, and whether they make promises that are realistic.
Mr. Johnson finished off his interview with the statement to all individuals who are coming to his restaurant.
I just want to let anyone listening know that if you come bring issues to my establishment, Senior Buns, I will not be afraid. Take out the trash myself. Thank you very much. God damn, I looked good in that interview. God damn, I look good.
Am I just gonna have this times up thing at the bottom of my... Am I just gonna have this there forever, man? You go away, please. Yeah, that was my interview about Senior Buns.